It's just a matter of time. Fucked up ass person camouflaged by the pride, throwing shade like a bitch, tuck your tail and try to hide. Yeah, I used to love him, I ain't gonna lie.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today y'all gonna be watching me take my hair down. See, your girl is on the clock getting that bag. Always about that bag, period. Let's talk about how I lost my virginity. Well, no, I'm not gonna tell you how I lost it, but I'm gonna tell y'all when my mama found out that I lost my virginity. And so me and my mom was sitting there talking one day about, you know, me growing up, me being a woman, things like that, and if I'm thinking about doing anything, I need to let her know. And so I told her straight up, I'm like, well, everybody else around me is you know, doing stuff, questioning things or wanting pictures, and people sending news, and you had like slap booty Fridays and stuff like that. So I told my mom, I'm like, listen, like, everybody around me doing it, you know, I thought about it, but I'm scared. Like, I don't think I'm gonna do it, but if I do it, you know, I want you to know that I'm gonna do it. And so she was like, so are you gonna do it? I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but if I'm thinking about doing it, I may do it. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I'm telling you, I may do it. So she started getting mad, y'all. So she was like, so you think about doing this? So you think about doing it? And I'm like, no, I'm just saying, you told me to let you know if I'm thinking about it. I'm telling you I'm thinking about it. So I don't think about it already. What you mean do? I don't think about it. And so she still get mad, y'all. So I'm like, you know, whatever. So then we got onto the conversation of birth control. She was like, well, if you think about doing it, you need to let me know ahead of time so I can get you on birth control. So I said, well, just go ahead and put me on birth control. This is all me, y'all. That's my real hair. But so then she got mad, y'all, because I had said I wanted to get on birth control. And she was like, so basically you got to do it, because why would you want to get on birth control right away? And I just gave you the option to get on it. Now you just saying you want it. So you must be about to do it, or you done did it. And to kind of, you know, I guess cover my tracks to ask for the birth control. But that wasn't even the case. I mean, kind of, but it wasn't. But we going to kind of get into it. I give y'all a little backstory, but it wasn't all that. But anyways, y'all, so around this time, mind y'all, I did have a boyfriend around this time when I lost my virginity. Obviously, that's who I lost it with. I ain't going to say no names. We going to say his name was Eric. Just for shits and giggles, because I'm not sure if he watches me, and I want to put his business all out there. But so even at that point, he was talking about, like, he wanted to try, he wanted to do this and do that, whatever. You know, everybody, you know, when you're a virgin, everybody hype that we can't miss out on or something. So we had discussed it and talked about it or whatever, and hence then I ended up telling my mom about it, you know, like, hey, we done talked about it, we're thinking about it, just want to let you know, just so that way you're aware and kind of keep you in the loop. Like I said, fast forward, summer hit, doing our thing, whatever. Before you lose your virginity, you do stuff you ain't supposed to do, like hide and go get it, touching, feeling, rubbing, licking, sucking, getting hickeys and stuff like that. So I was in that era. Girl was getting her neck sucked and some other things. But I was still scared. No, you wasn't about to bend me over. I didn't know nothing about none of that. I didn't know where it was supposed to go. I didn't know you know, I ain't know none of that. So I didn't want to get into that portion. Like I said, we had been already doing some type of sexual thing, so you know, it was kind of getting a little heat. At this time, I didn't know it was you being horny, so I didn't even know what horny meant at that point. And I go back to my mom and I say, hey, you know, we're thinking about trying it again. We're teenagers, so that's what most teenagers do. We're curious, we want to explore, we want to try new things. She still thought I was joking around. She's like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, you just want to be out here being a little thought, little why you want to do that, all of this, all that. I said, well, you told me to tell you if I'm thinking about hunching, and I'm thinking about hunching. I'm thinking about getting on that dick. I'm just saying, just being honest. I'm just telling you, like, you wanted me to tell you. Now I'm telling you. Now you don't want me to tell you, but then you want me to tell you, but then when I tell you, you about to beat me up. So I don't know. So then she getting a little, you know, it's the situation just getting up here, and it was already down here. It was just getting up here for no reason. So I was like, okay, whatever, mama, you know, whatever. I'm gonna wait. Telling her that I'm gonna wait. She didn't even know by this point I was already getting a hickey. I was already, you know, grinding and all of that stuff. So she was just thinking I was just being curious, or somebody was like trying to persuade me into doing it. So she was like, no, I'm not gonna put you on birth control because I don't really even think you're gonna do it. Okay, whatever, mama, whatever. So let's fast forward after the birth control situation. Started realizing that, you know, I had hair in places I wasn't supposed to have hair. I mean, everybody grow hair. You know, if you grown, you know, you get hair between your legs, on your legs, under your armpits, whatever the case may be. Whenever I was starting to get more sexual, I probably should shave. So I had asked my mama if I could have a razor. And so she gonna question me like, why do you need razors? And I'm like, well, because my legs are hairy, my arms is hairy, and now I got a boyfriend. This ain't cute. And she like, oh, well, since you getting a razor, you must be really finna do it, because there's no reason for you to be worried about if you're hairy wherever in all these places if you're not finna be doing nothing. And I'm telling her like, mama, like at this point I'm like 15. So I ended up going in her bathroom or whatever one day. She was going at work, and I went in her bathroom and snuck a razor. Y'all, let me tell y'all, I feel like with razors they need to put clear instructions on those razors. Like, I didn't know what I was doing with that razor. When I say I was just in there, just I was lifting up. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, when I say I went to work with that razor, like how y'all see the memes where they covered in soap completely, like everywhere, and they just shaving. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I was in that motherfucker just going to work with that razor. I was shaving any and every area possible, honey. I'm trying to be bald, like bald, like some of y'all baby mama's baby, bald, like slick bald, like Mr. Clean bald. Do my arms, I'm like, okay, cool, that's the first thing, you know, it went smooth. It was my first time using razor, we good, whatever. I do my legs, y'all, I slice my legs up. When I say I tore my legs up, it looks like I have been out here playing with a cheese grater, honey. My knees was all skint up, ankles just bent back. It was horrible. I had patches on my legs. Girl, pissed, because I'm thinking like, ooh, I'm about to be smooth, you know, dude finna grow me up, No, y'all, my shit was so achy. My legs were bleeding. I was so irritated. But I had already started the process. I had already did my arms and my legs. So at this point, I had to do my cuckoo, because I feel like it's pointless to do everything and not do your cuckoo. I won't shave my legs unless I'm about to shave my arms and my cuckoo. I'm not gonna shave my arms unless I'm gonna shave my cuckoo and my legs. It ain't happening. It's a triple effect. So if you're not gonna do them all, don't do them none. So at this point, I'm all the way in, y'all. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now that I know it's trial and error, what I can and can't do with this razor, where I can and cannot put it, how I'm supposed to stroke it, what I'm supposed to put on it, how I'm supposed to slap it, all that. I'm like, okay, cool. I can shave my cuckoo in peace. Cool. Y'all, so I'm down there, I'm lathering it up, getting it all soapy, getting the little suds and the crevices and cracks and stuff. So I'm shaving it, cool. It's going pretty smooth. Yeah. I don't know what happened, but when I say that razor fucking slipped, y'all ain't got words, y'all. When I say the razor slipped between my cuckoo, like right, y'all know what I'm talking about, like right in, when I say that fucking razor slipped up and cut my cuckoo, I about lost it. I was in that hollering, honey. And when I say hollering, I mean, I'm not like, yeah, I was so freaking mad, y'all, because at this point, I'm like, now I kind of see what my mama said I didn't need a razor. But at the same time, I feel like I could have got some type of instruction, like, or a warning, like, maybe you shouldn't use a razor because you're not ready. Like, maybe you shouldn't use a razor because you don't know how. Maybe you don't need a razor because there's like a caution type thing. Like, don't do it, you know? But I didn't get any of that. I'm too young, and she thought I was trying to hunch, and that's why I couldn't use it. So I was confused, y'all. And then now my cuckoo on fire, it's burning. The soap is, ooh, y'all, it's just, y'all, when I say the soap was burning so bad, and I'm over here rinsing it off. And I got a side story to this story, because if y'all girls don't know about the water faucet, that's how I found out about the water faucet. Let me tell you that. So then my cuckoo was on fire. So I'm trying to rinse it off, but I couldn't get the water down there quick enough to get the soap off. And then my cuckoo's bleeding, my legs bleeding, my ankles is twisted to the side, armpits on fire. So I just get underneath the faucet. So I get underneath the faucet, honey. And let me tell you what that faucet did me, honey. I said, I gotta get this more often. If y'all haven't tried it, put your cuckoo underneath that faucet. A1, do it. Try it. Please do it. Guaranteed, it's gonna have you satisfied. After that, I finally got the soap out of there or whatever. I get up, cool. I went ahead and rinsed the razor off and put it back in my mom's bathroom, because I'm like, dang, if she see one missing, she gonna trip, versus me putting it back. So I put it back. But I wasn't smart enough to clean the tub out. I didn't even rinse the tub out where the hair was in the tub. So that was the first thing. So then she come in there like, oh, your bathroom dirty, whatever the case may be. You need to clean, da-da-da-da. Mind you, it's just me and my brother. So couldn't have been nobody else but me that used that bath. Obviously my leg is just shaved. Then she's like, oh, so you is so you trying to hunch and da-da-da-da, you think you grown, da-da-da-da, because you shaving, da-da-da-da. And then she was like, well, at this point you already did it, so you can shave, just don't shave above your short line. But yeah, so the older people usually say if you shave above your short line that you have. And at this point I wasn't, so it wasn't even, I wasn't even tripping. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I just wanted to shave. So now I'm shaving, y'all, especially when I'm about to go meet up with my man. Honey, got a pro at shaving. So every time I'm about to link up and I knew, okay, we finna, you know, do something strange for some change, oh yeah, honey, I was shaving like everything. Cracks, booty hole, cuckoo, armpit, ankles, toes. Girl, I was smooth. Like, if you put some Vaseline on me and have me slide into the room, I'd be bouncing all over the motherfucking ceiling. I was slick. Birth control, I never come back because I said I was not come back to my mama and ask her about anything because she was jumping to too many conclusions. And I was nervous, y'all, because my mama don't play that shit. Like, she was dead ass serious. Like, she wanted to fight. I'm not fighting that woman. No, ma'am. If y'all knew her in high school, no, ma'am. I was not. So I said, I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just see what happened. And if it leads to that, if I can stop it before it happened, then I'm gonna tell her. Why y'all say when y'all lose y'all virginity, like, you can't say no? Like, when it start getting to the nitty gritty, honey, there's no stopping it. And I thought it was like a level, like, okay, cool, touch my leg. And then, you know, then you're like, okay, let me eat you out, cool. And then it's like, oh, I'm about to put it in. And you're like, okay, stop, I gotta tell my mama real quick. You know, we never hit that point that I thought we were gonna hit, so that way I can call my mama and let her know. I told her if I'm in the middle of the act, I'll call. If I'm about to do it, I'll call. If, you know, we were in the middle of doing it, I'll call. I'll let you know. Let you know what's, you know, how the process is proceeding and, you know, the activities that led up to this point. No, that didn't happen. By the time I had looked up, we had went through stage 1, 2, and 3. We went through the and then to the and then to the and none of those times I thought about my mama. I didn't even think to call. I didn't think to ask. I didn't think to, y'all, nothing. I didn't even think about my mother. I don't think I thought about her after the fact. I didn't think about her till I got home and took a shower, got in the bed, smoked me a little, you know, whatever, done my little thing or whatever. Then it crossed my mind like, ooh, dang. So I had already done it. And she told me to tell her before I had done it, and I done did it. So I just didn't tell her at all. We had been messing around for like 5-6 months, like all back to back. Like a diss track, like back to back, like dropping a back to back. That's how we was doing, back to back. You know, being young, you just doing shit. You just having fun, living your best life. It was definitely living my best life, honey. Don't get it twisted. And so come around my birthday time, you know, he comes up there to stay the night. Mind you, we stayed at each other's house all the time. Our parents was real cool about that. We always stayed the night with each other. Yeah, he get up here, my mama say he can stay the night or whatever. We all went to dinner. You know how the birthday situations go. I got me some gifts, opened my gifts, whatever the case may have been. Cool. So it come down to the nighttime. My mama never let God sleep in my bed. I tried it so many times because, you know, that's my boo. I want him close. But my mama didn't play that shit. You ain't sleeping in the bed. You barely can sleep in the room. All of that. So she ended up letting him sleep in my room on the floor there. So when she went to bed, I let him get in my bed. And I'm like, cool. So since my birthday, we gonna do, you know, you hear the song, it like it's your birthday, and let her lift the kid. I said no. And you know it wanted in the worst way. Can't wait to blow my candles out. I want that cake. He wanted that cake, and I was gonna give it to him, honey, with the icing on top. Yes. So I got me some, you know what? And he ended up bringing some condoms with him or whatever, because like I said, it was on and off. But this particular time, I think he just knew we was gonna get real nasty, and he didn't want a chance, so he bought some condoms. So we did it like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. I don't know where all that stamina came from, y'all, because mind you, I was working this at the time and I was tired. There was no way. I slept all day 24/7. Asked my mama. I slept 24/7. Don't know where these rounds came in at, honey, at all. Guess that was just like a first time thing. When you first start doing it, you like it, you just do it. But yeah, we did about 4, 5, 6 times. And we ended up having like one or 2 condoms left out the box. So I told him to just throw the condoms in my bag right next to my bed. We in the middle of getting it in, like one hand on front and one hand on back, beating it. We worried about that situation. So I'm like, just throw him in the bag, don't worry about it. At this point, I didn't even realize he had left him after we had that talk, packing his bag. So I'm just thinking, oh, he just slid him back in his bag or whatever the case may have been. I didn't even think about the sex, the bag, the condoms, nothing. So let's fast forward after my birthday. My birthday's in January 27th, if y'all didn't know that. So fast forward until about April, my mama texted me while I was at school. I was probably in like second or third, fourth period. Like, it was like midday. So she texted me, talk about oh, you're in trouble when you get home. And you know, when you hear that, you be trying to think of every little bitty thing you did in your whole life history. Like, what did I do a year ago? What did I do last summer? What happened? Like, who, you know, what did I do? What did I say? Then you start thinking, did you take the meat out? You know, the black folks' parents, they don't play that shit. If they say take it out, take that meat out right then and there. And we always forget until you hear that car come up in the driveway. You hear the beep, beep, or you hear the, I'm on my way home in 5 minutes. Then you think about the meat. So I'm thinking like, damn, what did I do? You know? But you don't want to cinch on yourself. That's one thing you don't do. Let them tell you what you done did. Because if you come out telling what you done did, it may not be even what they knew that you did. And now you really in trouble because you done told on yourself. So I'm over here in class like, y'all stressed. I'm over here thinking about everything I could have done in life history, y'all. Like, did she see me at school? Like, you know, what happened? Did she see me while I was on the bus? Like, because I was cutting up on the bus. I'm not going to cap. I'm a clown. So I was cutting up on the bus, cutting up in class, cutting up in practice. So I'm thinking it could have been any particular situation because I cut up. That's just what I do. That's in my genes. I couldn't for the life of me figure out what it is that I did. Like, I couldn't figure it out. So I'm like, okay. So I text back on some cool stuff like, what's wrong, mama? You good? I love you. Just trying to see if she gonna give me something. Yeah, you know the black folk. Sure you love me. Yeah, if you love me, you would have cleaned that one spoon in the sink. Yeah, whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, well, so what's up? She's like, oh, we're talking about it as soon as you get home. And I'm like, well, what we need to talk about? I was like, because I'm about to go to lunch. So you can call me right now. Tell me what it is before I get home. So I needed to know what type of time we on when I get home. Because, you know, when you about to get your ass, you got to prepare for it. So I want to know if I'm about to get a whooping, get beat up, get kicked out, get slapped on, popped around, or if you got a surprise party waiting for me. I just want to know something so I know what I'm walking into. So I'm asking her, what's up, mama? What's wrong? What you want to talk about? What happened? Da-da-da-da-da. She ain't saying nothing, y'all. She just leaving me on red, leaving me on red, leaving me on red. And I'm like, oh, okay. So now I'm getting irritated because at this point, if it's an issue, what's the issue? You see what I'm saying? Tell me what the issue is so that I know what the issue is so we can be on that type of time. So she still ain't telling me, whatever. So then I just out the blue was, you know, then I realized, you know, I went to lunch, I called her, she didn't answer. So she gonna text me right back, talk about some, basically don't call. She gonna talk about it when we get to the house. So I'm like, well, at this point now I'm irritated. I'm like, well, whatever it is that you want to talk about, you can just say it. Like now you scaring me because I'm thinking it's something serious. Now at this point I'm scared, but I'm thinking it's something serious, like something happened to like one of my siblings or, you know, something happened. Because now you're not telling me on the phone, and most times at a 10, when people want to tell you something real serious or something that's going on, they want to tell you in person. So I'm thinking, okay, it must be something real serious. And then she like, no, you're in trouble, just to let you know. So get to thinking real hard about what it is that you did. And I'm like, oh, so it is me. So it is beef. So it is up. It's stuck. Like, now I got to figure out what it is. Now I got to feel like if I'm about to rumble when I get home, she going to put me in a coffin. I don't know. I'm really thinking hard, too, y'all, in class. Like, I'm stressed. I'm in trigonometry, what is going on? English, what is going on? Lunch, what is going on? I can't eat lunch. I was so nervous. My stomach was bubbling, and I didn't have ate nothing all day. It was bubbling, because I'm like, something's up. I'm thinking hard, y'all. Like, I'm like, okay, did I drive out somewhere I wasn't supposed to be? Did I come in late last night? Did someone call and say they see me doing something? Did they tell them about something I'm doing I ain't supposed to be doing? Girl, I'm thinking about everything, but I'm not about to tell them myself. I ain't even say nothing. I'm like, okay, cool. See you when you get home. So, fast forward. I get, the school period and end. She still ain't called. She still ain't text. By this point, it's been like 2 or 3 hours. She ain't said nothing. Get on the bus. Tell her, hey, mom, I'm on my way home. She ain't text back. She ain't call. She ain't say nothing. So I come through the door. I got my book bag in front of me. I'm ready to, because I thought she was going to come out swinging the way she was talking on that phone. So I got my book bag in front of me, holding it like this. I'm walking through the house. Like, you know, like on the scary movies, I don't know what's going on. I'm thinking it's some shit like that. So I'm like, got my book bag up here. I'm looking around the house. So I dip off in the room. I shut my door. And I'm in there for a cool minute, y'all. Like 20, 35, 45 minutes. So now at this point, I'm thinking like, damn, did I even see my mama car when I came? And I'm over here tripping like we in the Michael Myers movie, and she ain't even in here. So I'm still waiting. Then I hear some footsteps. I'm like, oh shit, she is home. Like maybe she didn't even hear me come in. But my door was open when I came, so now it's shut. She gotta assume that I'm home. So I'm like, okay, babe, she gonna come in here. We gonna figure it out. So she come in, open the door, and she just staring. You know, I can't stand when black folks, when the black parents do that. They just come in and just stare at you. Like this. And I'm like, what you staring at, mama? And so she just still staring. I'm like, well, I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on. She's just staring at me. I'm staring at her. She's staring at me. I'm staring at her. I'm looking at you. Looking at me. Looking at you. Looking at me. We just literally just having a stare down. So now I'm even more nervous because I'm like, okay, she about to hit me. You finna yell. You finna scream. You finna take something away. Like, you know, sometimes you don't know what type of energy your parents is on until they already own it. So she's still staring at me. Then she just shuts the door real slow. Like in a scary mood. And she slams the door, and I'm like, okay, now she being weird. So now I'm thinking my mama low-key on drugs. I'm not gonna lie. My mama ain't never did drugs in her whole life. But I'm like, my mama is tweaking. Like, something's wrong. Something's wrong with her. What is wrong? Because now you picking fights, you closing doors slow, you looking at me having a stare down like we having a competition. Like, I didn't know what was going on, y'all. Fast forward, another hour go by, 2 hours go by. Now I'm getting sleepy. But you know, never go to sleep. If they say you finna get your ass whooped or something's happening, you're about to get it. Like, do not fall asleep. They're going to get you. So I'm like, I'm not about to go to sleep. So I get up. I'm doing my homework. Kids don't ever do their homework when they come home from school. They want to eat. I ain't even eat. I ain't do nothing. I ain't roll no blunt up. I ain't do nothing. I'm doing my homework. I'm up. I'm alert. I'm at all angles. I'm on edge. I want to know what's going on. She come back in there. Did you figure out what it is that me and you need to discuss? Did you figure it out? Did you figure it out? And I'm like, no. Can you give me an equation? Because I don't understand. I'm confused. I'm doing math right now. If you give me an equation, I maybe I'll figure it out. I don't know. I really cannot tell you what you're thinking about. How am I know what you think about? We ain't twins. We don't got telekinesis. I don't know what you're thinking about. Please let me know. Oh, okay. Well, since you don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll be back. Now, so to know the long way. So at this point, I'm getting more and more irritated because I still don't know what's the problem. I don't know what the beef is. I don't know what's going on. I still don't know. So she come back in there 30, 45 minutes later. So is there something in your room that you had that wasn't supposed to be in here? There's something you need to tell me about? What is it? What is it? Take a wild guess. So now I'm scanning in the room. You know, when you looking to see if your item has been moved, misplaced, touched, moved around, something's missing. That's what I did. Because, again, I know that's my room. My room wasn't always just clean, but I know my stuff. So I'm looking around, looking at every angle of the room, looking on the floor. Now I'm checking my pockets because I'm like, ooh. Because at this point, she knew I smoke weed. So I'm thinking maybe she thought like she found a blunt or something. I'm like, I got my stuff on me. You know, got my weed, got my stick, got my lighter, got my phone, da-da-da-da. Now I'm like, okay, did I lose something? So now I'm looking. Y'all, why did me and her lock eyes? And I locked eyes on the bag. She locked eyes on the bag. We locked eyes on the bag. And then we looked back at each other and both sat back like this. So now I'm like, I know what happened with that bag. That bag had a wild ass night. Because that's the bag that the motherfucking condoms was still in here. So now, it's up. Like, now it's about to be World War II, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Because now I got to explain why they're in the bag. I didn't know if it was the wrappers or the actual condoms. Because I'm like, okay, if they're condoms, I can just say, oh, I told you I was thinking about it. So I went ahead and just got protection to protect myself in the case I do the event. Y'all, why was it 2 or 3 or 4 condom wrappers already open, including the ones that we didn't use? Pretty much. Now I done lost my virginity and they're in my room. So where else would I have done the dude or the deed or the nookie cranny or get his little cuckoo up if the condoms is in my room? So now I'm frightened, y'all. I didn't know what to do. I just was like, You know, we tried to do that little sad face, like, She wasn't going for that. She was not playing no games, y'all. So then she like, oh, you know exactly what you think about, you know, because now we done locked eyes on the bag, so she know I know what she know now. And I'm like, so I try to play it cool, like, let me guess, you found something in my bag, right? And then she just still looking at me, and then I got mad because now at this point you played with me all day, I'm irritated, I'm tired, we doing math all day, and you still just staring at me. So I low-key copped a little attitude, which was the wrong idea, but I copped an attitude, and I'm like, well, had you not been going through my stuff, what was you doing in my stuff? Why was you going through my bag? Why was you even in my room? What are you even looking for? Because my room was spotless and I didn't have none of her stuff in there. So there was no reason for you to be in there unless you're snooping to find something. That's what I was mad about. Wasn't about the condoms or the virginity. At this point, I have forgot I even lost it at this point. I'm more worried about why you're going through my stuff. So I asked her, I'm like, well, if you wasn't going, you know, why was you going through my stuff? And if you wasn't going through my stuff, you wouldn't have freaking found what you found in the first place. So technically, you kind of found it, something that you weren't looking for. What you looking for? What you looking for? You was looking for something and you found it. So now I'm irritated. And then now she's even more mad because I'm being a smart ass, but I'm being dead ass. You were going through my stuff, you found something that you didn't want to see. So then she slammed the door, y'all. And then she come right back in, like slam it and just come right back in. Oh, so you want to be a fucking hoe, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and you and your whole friends, and so you ain't, then it came to you fucking the house. The house that I pay bills in. Like, you think you wrong? I'm the only one that in this house. I thought I was about to have to fight my mama. Like, and nobody just pictures you having to fight your parent. you know. But she like, well, we about to square up. You want to act like this, da da da. You want to be grown. I'm gonna fight you like you grown. Be this, be that, da 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 da. But I'm getting hyped up because I'm like, you're not talking to me. Because, you know, in school, you're not talking to me like that. But I'm having to remember that that's my mama. But at the same time, I can't let you disrespect me. But at the same time, I don't want the issue either. So it's like, I'm up here. Now, I'm always also having to tell my mama that I'm right dick now. And I'm trying to explain, like, you told me that you said call you, and then when it happened. And then I told you before it happened that I was going to do it. And you told me that I wasn't going to do it. And then I cut my coochie while I was shaving. And it just, I'm telling you, it was just too much. I'm bawling, she hollering, I'm crying, I'm hollering, she crying. I'm crying, she hollering. Then my little sister, you know, she only like 2 or 3, she don't know what's going on, she come here crying, she don't know what I'm crying for. It's just too much. So then she leave back out, y'all. I'm thinking that's the end of it. Like, after everything had died down, she said she was gonna kick me out. I packed me a bag because I'm like, okay, if you're gonna kick me out, I'm gonna just go. Bye. Then I packed my bag, started heading at the door. She snatching me up. Get your fuck you wrong. You ain't gonna want to where. You think you finna go somewhere? I'm gonna call 911 them to go pick your ass up and take you to juvenile detention center. So now I'm like, okay, you kick me out. I leave. Now you threatening to call the cops. I'm trying to leave. Now you saying I'm running away. Like, I don't know what you want from me. Like, I don't know. I was just like, ah. So then I got snatched up, come back in the house. Now I'm in my room. Now she's yelling at me about running away. Oh, you think that you about to just run away? And da-da-da-da-da-da. You think you grown, like you just finna leave? You gonna lose your little virginity and pop your little and think that you finna just be grown and leave? Da-da-da-da-da. So now I'm really more confused. Now I'm getting more irritated because I'm like, you just kicked me out. Now that I'm trying to leave, you won't let me leave. Now you saying, go call 911. Now 911 gonna come pick me up. Now I'm going to jail. Like, you don't even know what I've been going through these last couple months. That's what I wanted to say. You don't know what this experience has been for me. Losing your virginity hurts. Shaving hurts. The whole process is too much. It's a lot going on. It's a lot to do. Even the sexual encounter at this point, it was too much for me to do. You gotta lick this, suck that, do this, pop that, bend it over, touch your toes. It was too much. I'm like, you don't even know what I've been dealing with losing my virginity. You don't know. You didn't even ask. You're worried about a condom and a condom wrapper and where we did it, how we did it, what got bent over. This ass. You knew the answer. I'm confused. Y'all, like, I'm telling you, it was so freaking much, y'all. Like, I was so overwhelmed. And then so finally she got out of the room and I'm like, okay, maybe I can calm down. I'm like, you know when you get them hard cries, you all of that stuff. So I can't even catch my breath. I'm getting comfortable, getting ready to go to bed, and boom, here the door come again. So you think that you must. I'm like, here we go again. And I'm like, trying to get it together, pray about it, and just let it go and try to figure out how I'm gonna make it up to her. When she thought about it, she cussed me out. Like, had I known we were gonna do all this, I would have never even popped this cat. This cat would have been in the bag. I would have never, ever popped this cat. I finally went to sleep. She went in her room. I woke up the next morning. My mama didn't talk to me for 2 weeks straight. When I say nothing, I didn't hear not a zip of nothing. No, you hungry, you want to go to the store, you want a cream cone. Good morning, hi mama, love you, bye. See you later, bye, hi. She didn't even look my way. My mom was so it was ridiculous. Finally, she ended up talking to me and she's like, I'm just so disappointed in you. The following year after that, I heard it every day. Like, everything I bring up. Like, I could say, oh, it's a cute boy. And shot, what you gonna do? Give him your cat? What are you gonna do? Pop that cat? What are you gonna do? Bend that ass over? What are you gonna do? Suck that? So in the mix of her cussing me out, she calls his mom and was like, let me tell you what my daughter and your son been doing, pretty much, if you didn't know. Which was so crazy about this story. His mama knew that we had lost our virginity before my mama knew. So now I got to give y'all the backstory of him and his mama watching a movie, chilling, hanging out, whatever the case may have been. He started getting frisky. You on that type of time, I'm on that type of time. Like, this your house, it's your mama. Like, if she come here tripping, it's on you. Like, tell her that you was the one that initiated this whole situation, because it wasn't me. I mean, I want it, but I don't want it that bad to get caught and get in trouble, get my no ma'am. Or then she call my mama and tell my mama what I'm doing, and she like, your fastest daughter over here humping my son in the room while I'm in here cleaning and making pancakes. So out of nowhere, he just like stripped me down, start eating me out, and I'm like, oh my god, like, we busted naked in this room, and your mama is like literally outside the door. Out of nowhere, he just beat me in, and it's like loud, like you can hear the bed creaking, the bed's hitting the wall, like, me get my kid, move kid, my kid, my. It's crazy because his mama didn't even hear none of that, which was funny that we found out later. She didn't even hear any of that. So she comes down the hallway and I hear him, like, okay, stop. She comes down the hall, I'm like, okay, stop. Okay, stop. I'm like mediating it, like, he doing what he doing. And she bust him. And my heart sunk. And I'm like ass up, titties out, no socks on, wig twisted to the side, one lash on, one lash off. He's ass naked, draws down to his ankles, booty cheeks flapping in the wind. Like, it's a whole catastrophe. Like, boneless and naked. She just opened the door. It was like, oh, okay. Oh, all right. And then just shuts the door. So he left out the room right afterwards. I sat in that room, literally, kid you not, for like 5 hours. So then he come in there talk about some, my mama cool. Like, come outside. Come outside. I'm trying to play it cool. Like, I ain't say nothing. I didn't even look her way. I was so embarrassed. She still ain't say nothing. So we chilling, still ain't saying nothing, but she having full conversations with us like nothing happened, like she never see nothing. She still never said nothing. Like, even to this day, she never said anything. But yeah, she found out before my mama found out. That's pretty much the story. When my mama found out I lost my virginity, and she was not happy about it. I didn't think my mama was gonna go gangsta on me like that. Like, she was like oh, and at that point it already happened, so you can't really do too much about it. But she definitely got me on birth control after that. Boom. God was like, whoop, there it is. Here it is. Put it in the wind. Put it in the air, since everything else in the air. You feel me? But I hope y'all like this story time, y'all. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see. I appreciate all of my supporters. I do appreciate y'all for watching my videos and just taking the time to laugh with me. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Bye, guys.